Hello, Jurgen Klopp. Hey, mate, it's Aussie Villain. How you doing? Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Good. Listen, I'm just sitting here plotting your downfall on these two cup ties we have coming up here, and I started thinking to myself, Jurgen's not so bad. We won the FA Cup last year. Would it be so bad just to let him win the FA Cup tie at home in front of his own fans, and then in return, he could let us win the Carabao Cup semi-final, which, let's face it, it's the lesser of the two trophies. You want to win both of them? So do I, mate. So do I. But, we both have this Champions League thing about to start up again. All these extra fixtures. And do we really want, these random cup ties thrown in there as well? This is illegal? Well, yeah, mate, but only if we get caught. Hello, Jurgen? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to Season 4, Episode 9 of the First Star Challenge with Leeds United as we look to win the Champions League with the club for the first time. And today it's it's a cup doubleheader against Liverpool. First up, it's the Carabao Cup semi-final, and then it is the FA Cup 4th round. Now, we start in the medical centre though, and that is never good news, and that is because Abel Ruiz has injured himself. He's out twisted ankle, 9 days to 3 weeks. Given how sort of thick and fast the fixtures are coming right now, that is relatively a lot of games. So that's a real disappointment. Of course, he's been really good for us, hasn't he, playing down that right wing so far this season. So he's going to be a miss, but I believe there is some breaking news, possibly transfer news. And the breaking news is a new signing, Felix Vervaeke, or however you say that name, an 18-year-old Belgian left winger. Really, he can play in the middle. He can play as a wing-back, which could be useful for, because we do play with wing-backs occasionally. I think this guy is going to be an absolute star for us. Physically, he's just an absolute monster. You can see he's got 5-star potential there, and yeah, he's just an all-round good player, I think. Even right now, I think he could come in and do a job for us, but he's only going to get better. Now, we paid $24.5 million for him. That was his release fee at Anderlecht. You can see he was playing this season away at Anderlecht and absolutely ripping it to shreds. So that's really, really good. Transfer window is, of course, still opened. So we've got a little bit of some time to bring some players in, but with the Abel, I was thinking about another winger anyway, as I said last episode, and with the Abel Ruiz injury, it just kind of pushed me over the edge. Now the problem perhaps is that he can't play down the right, but Bowen can, so it should be fine. He's a wonder kid as well, and you can never have enough wonder kids at your team, can you? So that's Felix. I hope everybody introduce yourselves, hopefully. Get to know each other. Hopefully he's going to be a really good player for us. Now before we get to the Liverpool Carabao Cup semi-final, we do have one game to catch you up on since last episode, and that is our Premier League match against Crystal Palace. Palace got a 3rd-minute red card, and we quickly took advantage as Edmondson beat the offside trap to get on the end of Bogac's pass. Some good work from Baker found Bowen at the back post to cross for Edmondson to double our lead. And we wrapped up the points late on when Zagreb crossed for Baker. So there we go. We were obviously massively helped. Look at that yellow card in the 3rd minute. That undoubtedly helped us. But we were comfortable, especially once we got that lead. Edmondson with a double, and David Baker, the youngster, with a goal as well. This was where Ruiz got injured in this game. So once we took the lead, got the goal, then it was kind of very, very comfortable from there. But Edmondson came in, we gave him a start with the wingers instead of Haaland. 2 goals, did the job wonderfully for us. So, you can see there, we played him off the park, but we were playing 11 against 10 for almost the entire game, so you would expect that. League table hasn't changed too much. We do have a game in hand, or 2 games in hand on a lot of the clubs around us. Potentially, we could still be up into 3rd there. That's looking about as high as we can go. There's still a long way to go this season, but Liverpool and Arsenal do look quite imperious so far this season. So I think they're going to battle it out for the title, and hopefully we'll find ourselves in 3rd, which won't be a bad season for us at all. Now, let's go and have a look at what we're up against here in Liverpool. Now, we've played them twice already this year. We've lost 1-0 at Wembley in the Community Shield. We lost 1-0 at Anfield in the league. And Jurgen just doesn't want to have a part of we'll win this one so we can get into the final and they can have the FA Cup tie. But they're an attacking direct team. We know roughly what to expect from them. Jurgen Klopp as the manager. There we go. We know he's good. So there we go. Analysis report here. We are expecting them to play the same way that they've always played against us. Positional heat map. There we go. They're very, very high up the pitch. Passing network is there and key passes are there as well. Let's have a look at the team we're sending out. Now, what we have been doing hasn't been working, so we're going to go and attack them with wingers. Now, it was Ben Sampson in the comments that suggested if we're going to play Haaland up top, maybe have a number 10 in behind because he's a pressing forward to sort of create for him. We do have a leaner on the bench, and that was kind of who he suggested as well. And he's our best number 10. So if this isn't working, we can look to be more attacking here, but we'll see how that goes. But the main thing is I want to try something different against Liverpool because losing games 1-0 or sneaking, narrow wins like we had in the FA Cup last year, it's not really a long-term plan. So Onana goes in goal for this one. Brad Darwich, Pogreniak, Wood and Sutar are the back four. Phillips, McCalmont and Mariba are in midfield. It's Baker down the right. Let's hope the youngster has a good game. We do have Helder Costa on the bench. We're going to hold back Felix for this one because he's only just joined the club. Bowen's going to go down the left. Haaland, I beg of you, mate, score goals because if you don't, we've got Edmondson on the bench. So they've come out a little bit more defensive than I was perhaps expecting. Now, of course, this was at Old Trafford, a neutral venue and a one-off semi-final for this year because of the Winter World Cup, of course. Pick up where they left off. Is there a revenge option? We're the underdogs here. We owe Liverpool. Let's go out for revenge. Some calm. We have faith. And, yeah, let's see if we can get Liverpool. Of course, the place in the final again at Wembley. Now, I think it was Newcastle. It was Newcastle Swansea the other semi-final. I think you may have noticed it over on the match preview screen there. I think it was Newcastle that won, but either way, whoever wins this game is going to be a very heavy favourite for that final. But yeah, there we go. Mariba, there's a good ball over the top for Haaland. Now he's a little bit isolated. Can he get a ball into the box? He goes back. We can't quite get to it, and we've lost out. And are we going to get caught on the break here? They lump it forward. We should have someone there to win that. There we go. We do. Pogreniak is there, but we don't win the second ball. Everton gets forward. I still think it's controversial. Everton plays for Liverpool off the post. Away! And it is away for a corner. Maybe we shouldn't be attacking them. But live by the sword, die by the sword. Mo Salah to knock the corner in. It is... Oh, it's over. No, it is away. Brad Darwich was there for that one. Second ball comes in. It's back post. Man over. It's Harry Kane. Can we get a block in there? No, Sander Berg, who of course went to Sheffield United in real life, which was if anything like he's in Football Manager, that's a real good signing for them, isn't it? Oh, we've let Everton in behind. Onana with the save. Sutar with the clearance. And get creative, boys. Come on. We're not... As things stand right now, the wingers aren't looking as though they're particularly working for us. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's demand a little bit more as the highlight starts. Brad Darwich, what can he do with a throw? Back for Pogreniak. He's in a lot of pressure there. Gets it forward. But yeah, it was a rash ball forward, wasn't it? We don't look good right now. We don't look good. It's Naby Keita and Onana's there again. And this is not working. Alright, let's try lowering the tempo. We are being a little bit more direct. We were trying that because they play such high football, such a high line. So let's try that. Let's not say anything there. All right, so let's see if that makes any difference. You can see there we were just under pressure from the second we got the ball. I don't know if lowering the tempo is particularly going to help that or not. Can we get that away? No, we can't. Haaland's going to chase it down with Berg. Norwegian teammates, of course. Haaland gets the better of him. There it is there for Jared Bowen. Can he get past his man? He's doing his best. Can he get a ball into the box now? He's done brilliantly. There's no one there with him. And to be honest, the corner was probably the best he could have done there. Penalty was probably the best, but nothing else to see there. It's headed away. McCalmont's there. Knocks it down for the youngster Baker. All right, come on, son. What have you got for us? Look at him pumping those legs, pumping those arms. He goes past his man. It's the youngster. Oh, what a shot that was. What a goal that would have been as well, but not to be. But that little change that we've made tactically there seems to have made a difference. Woods there. It's there for McCalmont. McCalmont back for Baker. Someone have a shot. Mariba has it now. Oh, it's a loose pass. What are we doing? We had a chance to shoot and we're stuffing around with it. And Sutar cleans up. Goes back to Onana. The highlight looks as though it's going to continue here. Plays it out for Pogreniak. And that ends the highlight there. All right, come on. We've just started to come back into it a little bit, but they still... I'm not going to say I'm convinced that this tactic is particularly working brilliantly for us. Salah just past the post. This is the one that I want because, this way we've got one more game left in the competition. We're obviously being the final if we were to get through. As if we were to win the FA Cup, we're still into the 5th round. There's a lot of more rounds to go. And then we've got the Champions League coming up, plus the league. I'd rather focus on those than cup games just for this particular season. But yeah, it doesn't particularly look as though it's worked. That does it. We've not played well, which doesn't probably help. They were excellent. I don't think they were excellent. we've been unlucky. Yes, I'd say more like we've been lucky so far. I'm going to say I'm not pleased. We've stressed out Progranich, but we should be able to win him back. More to come from you, mate. No, we can't win him back. Never mind. You mind yourself. Bowen's looking demotivated. He hasn't had a great game. I'm wondering if we take it off, exploit the flanks, even though we are playing with wingers. And yeah, we'll just kind of see how that goes. And if not, I'm thinking we might go back 2 up top. I'm not convinced this has worked. We've looked a lot more open than usually when we play Liverpool. It's still 0-0, but they're usually much tighter games. There's a good ball for Bowen. Has he got the overlapping run? No, he goes infield. Mariba can't win it. We had to win that. We had to win that. We didn't. He sold himself up the River Woods, and he has a habit of doing that. Can he get back? Probably did just enough to force Everton to shoot a little bit sooner than he wanted to there, I'd say. Come on, boys. Show some passion. We're looking motivated. We've got a set piece to defend now. Get that away. Mariba's there. What do we do here? It comes back in, and that's a thunderous strike, and it's 1-0. Alright, so this isn't working. Nothing has changed that second half, so let's go back to this way. So that's going to be Haaland playing there. It's going to be Edmondson coming on, and it's going to... Can we play Wood out there? Is he a little bit better? I think Wood's a little bit more athletic. Yeah, I mean, he's not as good out there, though, is he? Alright, so we'll keep Suto out there. It'll be Alina on for Baker. It's a little bit harsh on him, who hasn't really done anything wrong. Yeah. We'll do that. We won't exploit the middle. We'll just kind of see how that plays out. I wonder if we should be counter-pressing them, actually. We want to drop the line because they score a lot of goals from through balls. Okay. Annoying to have done it from a set piece, conceded, of course, but yeah, let's see what we can do here. Edmondson and Haaland up top. Alina comes into the game as well, and just see if it makes any sort of difference for us. It was a decent header there. Decent, but there's not too... Haaland, could you got out a little bit quicker? It's one of those, it's a corner. The ball, you can only head the ball so far out. We'll give it a get creative. Alina with a good ball in. Progranich is there. It's a scrambles, and it's scrambled away. Oh, was that the moment? Brad Darrick just not having a great game. We don't really have another option. We have left Davis on the bench, but I don't think it's one for him, this one. Come on, boys, get creative. Liverpool stand over a free kick. Salah on the ball. Can we get back? Not really. Come on, boys, come on. Wembley's on the line here. Put a bit of pressure on them. Get stuck in. I wonder if we actually need to get stuck in. We have Brad Darrick on a booking. I don't think there's only that one booking, so it might be something worth doing. Close down the keeper. I don't know if we both need to go. Just kind of leaves us a little bit open in midfield now. I mean, it's been decent pressure. Is he onside? Onana's sprung off his line, and that's a really good piece of goalkeeping, isn't it? Is the highlight going to continue here? It's the world's longest highlight at this point. Mariba with the ball. Back for McCalmont. McCalmont goes early. It's Haaland. It's Erling Haaland! Oh, he looked like he had taken it round the keeper. It's still there, and it's cleared by the Liverpool defence. And are we going to go up the other end now? No, we're not. I'll get out of it, referee. It wasn't a shove in the back. All right. We've got 20 minutes to go here. What can we do? We've got one sub left to make, don't we? We've already made 2, obviously. Onana with an acrobatic claim, one for the cameras there. Rolls it out to Woods. Wood goes out there for Brad Darrick. Can he get something magical going? That's a good ball for Edmondson. Edmondson didn't quite read it, though, did he? Yeah, I mean, Edmondson ideally isn't really a complete forward necessarily, but he's the guy we had on the bench because I wasn't expecting the wingers to look so open against Liverpool with those. Salah, we've got to put a foot in there, mate. You can't just let him walk. All right, so something else needs to change here. Let's get stuck in. Let's go suicide high line. Let's press them urgently. We're doing all that already. I wonder if we just go slightly more direct. Maybe play for set pieces as well. And I wonder if we hit early crosses as well. We'll just try everything a little bit different. See if we get something going here. Calvin Phillips over a corner. Knocks it in. It's decent. Oh, it's a good header from Alina, was it? Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper, though. And it's Mo Salah against two. He's got men getting forward to help him. We haven't really defended. I don't know if there's a way. I don't think. Is that a penalty? No, it's a good tackle. I don't think when you work on defending corners that it actually necessarily means, when you get hit on the break like that. But I feel like that's almost where we need to look at defending. I mean, that's almost where attacking corners, obviously, it's a penalty. Who's given that away? Go away, VAR. It's Johnny Suter, and this would just about do it. And we haven't really laid a glove on them here, have we? It's gone the right way, Onana. Yeah, we haven't laid a glove on them. It's really annoying to go out in a semi-final of a cup competition, but yeah, I don't think we can have too many complaints, to be honest. I'm going to say the revenge maybe didn't work. Mariba's there. There was a header on there for Haaland, and he just couldn't find it. He's got that, though. Come on, Haaland. Can he get us back in the tie? Erling Haaland. I thought that was in. I'm very, very close to giving up on Haaland. I'll be honest. I'm considering a transfer listing. We're not getting anything out of him. And that is the end of our Carabao Cup campaign. And it's a disappointing end because I thought we never laid a glove on him. There was maybe that one chance from a corner. The header went straight into the goalkeeper's hands. We had a couple of chances, but they were definitely the better team. Well, that's a piss off, guys. Wait right there. We'll come back for the FA Cup. I'm more determined to win that one now. Okay, welcome back, and it's time for some revenge. It's really annoyed me, that result. Losing happens. Liverpool are a really good team, but the fact that it didn't work, what we were trying to do, really, really annoys me. Anyway, we know what to expect. There's not much time wasting, too much time on this. We can see here, we can't even see how they played against us last time, but they like to attack down the wings and they score from through balls, basically. This is the team we're sending out. It didn't work, the wingers did it. It just didn't work, so we're going to go with this team. Now, Onana's going to go in goal. Now, our defenders, the only two, we have three defenders that aren't match fatigue thanks to this ridiculous schedule we have. So, Toussaint and the youngster Max Dean are going to get the start. The reason I'm giving Dean the start over Liam Cooper is because they're both currently, if you look here, rated 2-star defenders. And to be honest, you can see by the attribute arrows, they're going in two different directions right now. So we're going to give the youngster a game and just kind of see how he does. We're throwing him right in the deep end. I know that, but we'll just kind of see. Coyle's going to go down the right. The new boy, Vavake, is going to go down the left. Let's see what he's got for us. Kene is going to be the deep line playmaker. Turpie and Bogac go in midfield. It's Alina in behind Liao and Edwards. If we can't get to Wembley through the Carabao Cup, we'll have to do it through the FA Cup. So they've come out a little bit more attacking, but essentially the same way. They've got a new boy they've just signed as well. I think they signed him for like £50 million or something, so they're struggling financially, aren't they? Let's go and have a look here, see what we want to say. Matt God says, go out there and prove a point today. I'm going to say I expect to see a much better performance from you today. Let's try that. I mean, that's not revenge, but it's essentially the same thing, given that we played Liverpool last time out. Yeah, I mean, it's different players for the most part, but we need to be better, don't we? Alright, and here we go, at Anfield, of course, so this becomes just an even more difficult tie. At least last one was a neutral venue. But it looks like they've got a few of the same players there, though. They haven't changed things up. I think what really annoyed me is that when we've played this way against them in the past, it's been an open game, but it's generally we've sort of given as good as we've got. Oh, was that a save? It was a save. Whereas last game, I really didn't feel like we did. So we'll go back to this. We know it's kind of worked in the past. We beat them in the FA Cup final, of course, playing this way. Can we get a foot in there somewhere? I'll show you at this end of this highlight how we're approaching it. Toussaint with a poor header, and it's a gift. Toussaint. The plan is to just attack them, counter-press them, but, it clearly hasn't worked, has it? What a stupid header from Toussaint. He's not match sharp, which maybe explains some of that, but there wasn't really too much going on. We've won the header nicely, and it's straight to Sanderberg. You've got to get it further out, mate. You've got to get it further out. That's really, really annoying. And again, we have it all to do. What I don't want to happen from all this is we do have Arsenal coming up in the league in 2 days' time. And we've seen that I just showed you last episode, the run of fixtures we have coming up. What we don't want is for this to lead to a little bit of a collapse in form. And yeah, morale will fall, and it could actually derail our whole campaign here, which we don't want to happen because we're not doing too badly. I think what we've got to realise is right now Liverpool and Arsenal are they're just streets ahead of the rest of the league. So, to play 3 games in the space of a week against Liverpool twice and then Arsenal, that's a good block. Who was that? Kene, I think it was, getting back in. It's really, really tough. It really, really is. Can we get a goal here? We've got a few anxious-looking plays, which isn't great. Oh, it's just past the post. Come on, boys. Let's get creative here. We come straight back. Can we win that? No, it's a flick on. Can we get to that? We can. Alina's there. Back for Kene, for Dean, the youngster. Pumps it over the top. Not the best ball. Can we get to the second one there? No, we cannot. Bogac goes to close down or it's Turpy. One of them goes to close down the keeper. Upamenko lumps it over our heads. And it's 2-0, is it? I'm going to say counter-pressing is not working. It's just opening us right up, isn't it? I'm a little bit, don't know what to do now. Wingers didn't work. We've gone back to what has worked in the past, and, that's not working either. It's Dean, that's the youngster that's been caught there. Maybe there's a little bit of that, it's just the youngster's just being caught out. I'm wondering, having seen that, if we do just need to go and lower that line back again. But we're not playing well. Come on, boys. Come on. Show a little bit of heart and passion or something here, boys. That's over the top as well. Yeah. All right, come on, Dean. Let's see what you've got for us, mate. There it is for Coyle. Back in for Bogac. Bogac looks early. It's a nice flick on there. Leal's got past his man. He's kind of lost his way completely. It looked like we had a really good move going there, and Leal stepped on the ball. Turpy goes in field for Bogac. Bogac, there's a good ball for the new boy. All right, let's see what he's got. We know he's rapid. He's got a nice little pass in there for Leal. Got to do better. Another one. It's there. It's hacked clear again. Do we take it off, exploit the middle? Let's do that because we looked good spreading the play there. Toussaint's done well. He's done well enough. That should just be a booking, but I think we will take that on the chin. A free kick right on the edge of the 18-yard box. Alexander-Arnold, we know he's dangerous, and there it is. It's 3-0, and we're getting absolutely ripped to shreds. I said I wanted a better performance than last time, and I'm going to say I'm not getting it. We've gone the other way. Should we still be attacking them? It's a cup tie. We've got really nothing to lose. But we are getting torn. A new one. Good and proper here. Kane, over the top. No. Looking for Coyle. Can Coyle get back? Any suggestions you guys have of what we need to do to try and beat this Liverpool team? This is getting really, really embarrassing now. I'm going to scream at them at half-time and possibly throw a punch because we've been absolutely woeful. The problem with screaming at them is that it might just it might not go the way I want, and it might end up just making them even worse. But that was absolutely terrible. I'm thinking of taking Toussaint off and bringing on Cooper. I don't think, from what we've seen in the highlights, I don't think Max Dean is the problem, and certainly that's, yeah, we're going to make 3 subs. We're going to do a Mourinho here. You go off, you muppet. Who else can we see? The thing is, I want these guys fresh. I want these guys available for Arsenal. At some point, we've got to just write this off that we're not going to win this tie, and make sure we don't affect the Liverpool game. What is Turpy doing there? Win that. Oh, technically he won the header, didn't he? And it's 5-0. Maybe Wingers wasn't so bad after all. This is disgraceful. We have not been beaten like this in this series. This is absolutely woeful. We just need to try and get to the end with something resembling not our worst ever defeat. That looked like it was in the box as well, was it? Outside the box. Alright, so let's get stuck in off, because that's clearly... Oh, no, it didn't have... Okay, well, let's get that on there. Let's try and break them. They're just tearing us apart at will. Can we get that clear? No, we can't. And I am in serious rage quit range here. This is absolutely woeful. I'm really sorry, guys. I do not know how to fix this. This is just disgusting. And the damage this is going to do to our morale as well. 6-0, and we're not done yet. Oh, for f***'s sake. Put a tackle in, you moron. Come on. Can we win that? If we don't break somebody's leg this game, I'm going to be yell at them even more at the end of the game. This is ridiculous. Come on, put a tackle in, you muppet. Hey, there we go. The new boy sticks a foot in, wins the ball. Look what happens when you try, guys. Kane over the top. Oh my gosh, it's Gary Turpie. Are we going to score a goal? No, of course we're not. We're going to hit the post and it's offside in any case. But see what happens. You put a tackle in and wonderful things can happen, guys. You morons. Unbelievable. Alina with the corner. Can we get a late consolation? Of course we can't. And the job we've got to try and pick ourselves up after this for Arsenal in 2 days' time. I'd say I didn't pick a strong team, but, you know, we kind of did. Here we go with Liao. Come on, Liao. It's still not a goal. Well, get stuck in on has certainly made a little bit of an impact. Maybe we need to compact up the lines as well. If we've got to try and take something out of it, we have at least looked a lot better when we dropped the line, when we compacted it, we defended with width. You know, things improved a little bit. I mean, you look at the match ratings there, and it wasn't that bad, but it was that bad, wasn't it? Can I just storm out? And just punch the nearest player. Yeah, we are training tomorrow, boys. That was horrid. So there we go. Jurgen Klopp, humiliation, not wrong there. Jurgen Klopp gets the last laugh. He obviously doesn't like illegal activity, does he? I tell you what, if Southgate's watching that, Coyle, Kenny and Turpie are getting nowhere near an England squad. That was absolutely horrid. To be fair, I think Kenny and Coyle, well, not that Turpie doesn't, I think it's a bit early for him yet, but Coyle and Kenny I think are definitely worth a look. For the England squad, but that was that a record defeat? It's got to be close, doesn't it? Where's records? Results, biggest defeat? No, so we did get away with that. It's the biggest defeat we've had, and I'm really, really pissed off about it. I mean, I'm sure you can tell. There we go. So that's it for today. Thank God for that. A pity thumbs up. 8-0 we've lost on aggregate over 2 games in the Cups to Liverpool. We'll move on to the league. I think what we'll do. We've got Champions League coming, so we'll do Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. They've got Liverpool again as well. How do we do this? Well, okay, so we can do Liverpool and Man United that day, can't we? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll come back. We'll skip over Arsenal because we'll do that there. So we'll do Tottenham at home, Manchester City away next episode. As I said, we've got Arsenal on Tuesday and we're Saturday game time. Yeah, you haven't enjoyed that, guys. But if you haven't enjoyed that, hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And I'm off to punch some players. See you later.